Hey everybody, welcome back to Live Free and Tool On, and today is Wednesday, so that means it's What's Inside Wednesday or Tool Teardown. Now this one's going to be a little bit different. So this is the new 700 CFM leaf blower, and I got it before the winter hit. It's been in my barn. It hasn't gotten wet, but it's not starting. So if I put a battery that's charged, this 5 amp hour battery fully charged, 40 volt, put it in, that's all it does. It sounds like it wants to start, kind of like a motor that needs a capacitor to start, but the capacitor's dead. So it's just not starting no matter how many times I do it. That's not working, so let's take a look inside. I do have to say though, I've been remodeling the kitchen. This has taken a long time, so doing these little videos do help a lot. It's a much needed break from this. So we took out the subfloor, we had to replace floor joist, electrical, plumbing, pretty much everything in order to get this up and going. So we're doing a little bit each night as we go with big families and such. So let's jump into this. Okay, so let's take a look at the electronic side of things, where the power actually comes in. So this is where the battery plugs in here, as you can see. You know, that's pretty interesting. If you see right here, this looks like it's a ground or maybe even a continuity check. So you have this little metal bar. It looks like that has contact with your hand. When it goes through here, I'm not really sure what that's for, but you know, we'll check that out in just a minute. It looks like it's just a dowel that holds it in place. That goes to the board. Let's see if we can't pull this out a little further. Plunger switch right here, pretty typical stuff. I don't know if you all can see that okay, but just your typical plunger switch style. Let's see if we can't try and pull this whole thing out. So this is your motor. Okay, so we have this laid out. And you know, these are your vibration isolators right here, and you have some pretty hefty wires coming from here because DC voltage does pull quite a bit of amperage going to this motor. Our 2021, so that's a date, manufacture date, May 20th of 2021. This is your typical switch to operate it. And this is your turbo switch right here. And then you have this, which is pretty weird. This went onto the handle, and I'm not sure really what this does right through here, but it does connect to the back of the battery on the negative side of the battery. I don't see any damage on this board. Now, it is a filled epoxy style board, and it's very simple. It's, you know, you just have your power supplies. These look like little capacitors in here as well, so it just should transfer the power going into here. And then you have on the inside, can I take this off? I can't take this off, but you do have little heat sinks on the inside here. That's supposed to keep this cool as it runs, because this is a very high amperage tool. But let's just stick a battery in here to see if we can't manually switch it, and to see if there's anything that's, you know, just not working as it should. So I'm going to leave this a little loose, try and keep my hands away from any live electrical, like the backside. Create the circuit. Alright, let's press the power button here. So that's all I got. You see it? It's barely turning. So let's make sure that the fan blade is free spinning, which it is. So let's see if we can't just try to kick it to see if it'll do anything here. Let's get the button And let's see if we can't just manually turn it. You see it, I'm pressing. And it's trying. Now it's dead. Yeah, so there's something definitely wrong. And I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to try and call tech support. But I'm sure they're just going to say return it and try and get a new one. Let's take this off so you can see. This is just for harmonics to make it a little more quiet. Yeah, and this is it. This is pretty standard, pretty easy, motor. It's pretty small, considered a, just a little jet style motor and fan housing. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode of What's Inside or Tool Teardown. Sorry I couldn't get any further details or actually get it working, but maybe in a future video. So thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you like the video, hey, hit the like button. And we'll see you in the next one.